2019. Let's stop with the crackle, with the interference, with the bad range, the bad battery. Let's upgrade to 2019 AT&T award-winning home phones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 phones with the super premium base station, digital answering machine, everything you imagine. But folks, I've got some surprises to tell you. The reason why we have sold 80% of our available quantity, 80% of our available quantity, is because this is not a normal set of home phones. These will replace your cell phone when you get home. Because you know your cell phone gets hot and everybody's always worried about it. These will connect to your cell phone. You want to talk to Siri? You can do it through this. This is call blocker. Call blocker, call blocker, call blocker. Built in. Normally on HSN, we sell call blockers for $100. $79, $89, $99, it's built in. Those robocalls, those nuisance calls, that ex-husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, we can block them if we so desire. Easy to use, brilliant sound, extraordinary battery life, and a one-day only opportunity with the only today's special schedule to get a crazy good value. I want to tell you what now remains. With everybody that has already pre-selected and ordered, if you want what we're calling in the system copper, but folks, I'm here to tell you, as sure as the sun will rise, this is not copper, it is a pink color. It is more along the lines of rose gold. So when you order in the system, it's called copper, but it is, without any question, a rose gold. I have a little over 1,400 of the super premium, super pretty rose gold. Amy, I know, was putting in her order. I hope she did it already. The other option that we have, and I love this, this is the blue, brand new on HSN. Notice it's blue with white or the pink with the white. So you've got the beautiful complement, the gorgeous contrast. They are the best looking phones. I could throw gobbledygook at you like DECT 6 technology. I could tell you that this won't suffer from the interference like so many of our home phones do. Because for a lot of us, you know, we have our home phones and the battery cover's broken off, so we've got tape around that. Some of us still have the ones with the aerials, the antennas. You don't have to live like that anymore. For $99, you get something that brings us to that next stage. Better in every single way, and with those super premium extra features like call blocker and ConnecttoCell. It's the day we've been waiting for. Producer Steve, how many have sold at this stage? Was it 5,000? 8,000, okay, I said 80% sold out, scratch that, we're way more. So 8,500, our good friend Mr. Bill Duggan is here. Bill, for many of us, we've not changed our phone since 1993.
No, we haven't, because we've settled, we've become accustomed to it, and we didn't see the need. But now, realize you're getting high definition audio with DECT 6 technology. And the number one complaint, or actually there's two big complaints, it's about the call quality and the range, but then it's all those robocalls.
Yes.
And the thing is, that's just it. Do you know how many robocalls are put out on a monthly average?
A million.
A million. 2.4 billion calls go out.
That's crazy.
Billions of calls. That's why we're getting so many on the daily in each one of them. I mean, of those 2.4 billion, do you know there's about 10,000 fraudulent cases and claims that are made?
That's scary.
And the number one complaint that goes to the Federal Trade Commission, they get almost 400,000 complaints a month.
Wow.
It's about those robocalls. So AT&T has done us a great service, because there has been call blocking options out there before, but guess what? It had to ring the house. I had to take that call. I had to be like, huh, what? No, go call block or buy a call blocker. What AT&T has done is they've built in a call blocking system. It's a smart call blocker. It's a proactive call blocker. So I'm gonna pretend to be the robocall. I'm gonna call the house phones right now, and I'm gonna try to get you to sign up. And what you're gonna notice?
Hello.
It's not ringing.
To this number are being screened by Smart Call Blocker.
That call is getting screened. It didn't get through to me. Not at all.
Pound.
That is the robocaller.
But you notice he's not bothering the house. His call didn't get through. We stopped that robot. By the way, that was awesome, guys. Thank you. But the thing is, you notice it didn't ring the home. It didn't interrupt dinner time. It didn't interrupt nap time, because that's what happens. That robot could not identify themselves as a human, or as the accountant or the dentist who calls every so often. So then it doesn't ring the house. But when it does get through, that's when you know it's worth getting up and answering the phone, because it's going to be an important phone call versus all those annoying robocalls. This has a call block system or allow list of 1,000 different individual numbers. It has a built-in directory of 1,000 numbers. And then you even have the ability to link this to your landline.
Okay.
So it improves the quality of that landline and stops those robocalls. But then you can link 2 cellular phones to it.
So, and Bill, just to jump in, because Thomas just asked that kind of along those lines about how you hook up all 5 handsets.
Okay, perfect. It's easily done. So you pretty much plug in your base, plugs into the wall jack, and then you plug in each one of these additional handsets to just any AC outlet. They will find each other and recognize each other. AT&T's made the setup virtually goof-proof, which is important because there's a lot of great features. Like ConnecttoCell, I'm gonna show you how simple that's to do instantly, and once it's done, every time you walk in the house and with the range of your base, you're gonna get better range with your cell phone and your landline phone. Notice how he's on the phone? He just took a telephone call. She's still on the phone with her sister on the same set of home phones, but 2 different lines.
Is that not amazing?
So you and Chelsea could be taking 2 totally different phone calls. Talk to your voice assistant that's built into your cell phone, because can your home phone do that right now? Can you ask your landline phone to place a text message? You can with this one. And that smart call blocking feature, we've offered that before. That's why AT&T's always been a customer pick. But another important thing is we only have a Today Special with AT&T once a year.
Yes, we do.
So this is the time to pick it up.
And I want to just speak to that for just a second, because we've had AT&T phones at home for a little while now, and we love them. Mine aren't as advanced as these are, but I will tell you that ConnecttoCell is something brilliant. I didn't even use it the first maybe 3-4 months that we had it. But ConnecttoCell is very clever. What this will do, and it's a breeze, it will connect to your cell phone. So when your cell phone rings, rather than rooting around trying to find where it is, your home phone rings. And then I always find, because I speak to my mom a lot back home in England, I prefer speaking on a home phone than I do a cell phone. Because the cell phone gets so hot and it feels like it's sizzling my ear. So I prefer to chat on this. You'll be able to do the same, and all the capabilities that you have on your cell phone, things like Siri, if you have an Apple phone, or if you have an Android phone, you're able to talk to this like you would your cell phone. It sounds remarkable and extraordinary, because it is. We've never had home phones that could do that before. Producer Steve, which is gonna be the first to sell out now, the copper or the blue? Okay, how many of the blue left at this stage? Okay, so guys, here's what's left, and we may be reducing our final presentation in the 11 p.m. hour. If you want blue, I have 700 left before it's sold out. If you want blue, I have 700 left before it's sold out. Remember, we've sold 8,500 today. If you want the pink, I have a little over 1,000 before it's gone. It's a rose gold color, but in the system, it's called copper. So when you call to order, it's called copper, but that's what you'll get. Don't miss out on this. I was trying to do some research earlier, and if you go down the home phone aisle in the red store or the blue store, you could find home phones for $100, but typically it's 2 handsets or 2 with the base, so maybe 3, sometimes 4, but not 5. This is one for every room in the house, because what we found with our old phones especially was we'd lose them. They'd get trapped under the sofa somewhere down the side of the sofa, or we'd lose them for an extended period of time, and then when I found it, the battery was dead. With this, notice that beautiful pure white illuminated backlight, big individually tiled keys as well, so you don't accidentally dial. This is so easy breezy to use. And I go back to the call blocking, because for anybody out there that is fed up and tired of too many robocalls, nuisance calls, soliciting calls. If that is you, if you took 1 today or 2 today, if you know somebody in the family that has been trapped by that, has given over money or credit card details, these phones will help stop that from happening. And that to me is worth every penny, because even if you put aside the cost of the phones, call blocker itself is typically $100.
And that's just it. And the thing is, it's worth it because it's not bothering us when we don't want to be bothered, not making us susceptible. And that's really why it's just a win-win across the board, because you get those features. Remember, this also links to your cell phone. I do not have a landline at home. I'm just a cell phone user, which is fine. But you know what? Now my cell phone is not just stuck wherever it is, because now if my cell phone rings, it's gonna ring throughout the house. It can ring out in the garage, it can ring in the kitchen, it can ring at the nightstand, home office, wherever I place these handsets, which is just phenomenal and convenient. Because we don't always have the phone with us. We have dead zones in our house. Perfect example, my sister's kitchen. So if I was to call her and she's in the kitchen, it would be bad clarity. But if she answered on the kitchen phone, all of a sudden, hello?
Hi, Bill, it's Rachel.
Hey, Rachel, thanks for giving us a call tonight.
Oh, yeah, do you happen to be live on air?
Yeah, we're gonna have to go pretty soon, but did you call my cell phone? Isn't that remarkable? We answered on the landline. Thanks for giving us a call, Rachel. You have a good night.
Bye.
That convenience is really a nice added value for a lot of different users. Like my sister with that dead zone. We've all been there. But also, none of us have landlines. So this even gives us more versatility with our cell phones. And I want to show you, again, how simple AT&T has made this. So before, when we wanted to connect a cell phone, we used to have to go to the menus and scroll through and find how to connect it. You go right to the front. You see cell phone 1, cell phone 2. I see I already have my cell phone connected. I want to add a cell phone. Realize Android, Apple, it doesn't matter. It can be one of each. I'm going to hear a beep after holding it down for 4 seconds. And I go to Bluetooth on my phone. And guess what? It's going to help me find AT&T, oh, we got Apple coming up next, but it's gonna pop up on there, and as soon as it pops up, guess what? I'm gonna now have my phone connected to the base station. And every time I come into the house, or within 30 feet of the base station, it's gonna be connected. So this is my cell phone, which, by the way, there's AT&T, I'm gonna connect it. And then maybe it's Adam's cell phone. So every time you walk in the house, you now have more range and versatility.
Right.
And you know what people also love? So Adam's having a conversation with his mom on the phone.
Yes.
There you go.
Hello.
I'm having a call with my mom on my phone. But how does that work?
How?
Because realize we're not on the landline. I'm on my cell phone. He's on his cell phone. And the cool part about it is get this home and play with it while it is such a great value. Conference calling. But the thing is, exactly, got to get it done. It's US-based customer support with AT&T, which is nice too. So if you do have a question or concern, they'll help you out. More importantly, it's the Today Special. Get it home, enjoy the upgrades, and try them.
So on the way, after this is done, Legacy Box, the big premiere, the big launch on HSN, preserving all of your memories with the founder and creator. At the top of 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 big surprises. We've been saying 1, 2. I spilled the beans on Facebook Live about 15 minutes ago, but starting at 10 p.m. we will do 2 surprises back to back of must-haves. This is a must-have, there's no doubt. Let's not make do with a phone that crackles or suffers with interference, or quite frankly, isn't as secure. One of the things about this is that it has that DECT 6 technology, so it's able to give you safer, more secure connections without all the crazy crackling that goes on. Strong battery life, crazy battery life, and on top of that, wonderful range. These extra additional features that we're saying are really key to why folks are upgrading today, because we hold on to our home phones like it's treasure. I mean, we just make do, even though they're falling apart, they're broken, the battery cover's falling off, we put tape around it. Today is that kind of nudge in the right direction to say, okay, let's get a new set. And let's not quibble over, or quibble rather, quibble. Let's
tomato.
It doesn't matter. Works both, I think. This isn't something where you have to decide, oh, I'll just put one in the bedroom, in the living room. We can go wild. We're gonna live like kings and queens. We're gonna put a phone in the bedroom, we're gonna put a phone in the kitchen, we're gonna put a phone in the guest room, we're gonna put a phone in the office, because you get in the garage. You wanna do it, you can do it, because you get 5. So you're no longer running around, searching around, trying to find that home phone. If you want blue, I have 500 left before sellout, folks. So let me just show you. This is the blue, and there are 500 left. The base is beautiful, and you'll see, as our producer Steve said earlier, it's a handsome phone. It is a handsome phone. It's an elegant phone. It's refined. It contrasts the white and the blue, or the rose gold with the white. Remember, just to make things interesting tonight, when you order the rose gold in the system, it's called copper. So copper, but it is rose gold, as you'll see there. This is your base station, your home station with digital answering machine. It gives you all the function and features that you would expect. One of the things that really frustrates me, though, Bill, is that a lot, and this sounds silly what I'm about to say, but maybe you'll agree, a lot of home phones are unnecessarily complicated.
Well, true. We buy our smartphones, and I just wanted to make a phone call, but it does so much more. And that's just it. Sometimes we're paying for all those extras, but we can't relate to it. I just like to show you again, AT&T US-based customer support, setting up that smart call blocking. It's like setting the timer on a kitchen stove. It's really very simple. So I come over here to my smart call blocker, and guess what? There's a voice ID that's gonna take you through it, a voice guide. So you don't have to read the manual.
Hello. This voice guide will assist you with the basic setup of Smart Call Blocker.
So it takes you through the process.
Smart Call Blocker can protect you from unwanted calls.
Isn't that great? I mean, Adam, I think you've been there. I've been there, where it's like, I don't need the directions. I can figure this out. So it really just makes it that beneficial, because this is what happens. We get those calls. We've all been susceptible to them. And yes, we like our home phones. We know the buttons. We know how to get to our voicemail. But we are so annoyed with those unwanted calls. So I'm gonna be that robocall, because you know, they call the house all the time. And the thing is, what you're gonna notice is,
Hello, calls to...
I'm not ringing your house.
are being screened
I'm not
by
getting
smart
through.
call
What's,
blocker.
he's calling me.
Say your
But you
name.
notice my home phone, it's not ringing.
Right.
And the thing is, it's asking the robot to identify themselves. It cannot get through. And that's where the peace of mind comes into play, because it's not getting through. I'm not getting up from my snap.
Yeah.
I'm not, you know, my mom's not getting up.
Yeah.
Or more importantly, when the home phone does ring, I know it's important because it is a person on the other line. It is a family member, someone on my allow list. And that's where it's like, thank you for doing this for me.
Incidentally, that robot that you just saw is actually the best-selling toy from our Christmas in July event. We have it tonight, Amy and I. There's the Power Guy or the Power Gal. We're going to showcase it in our 11 p.m. hours, so stick around for that. It's a fabulous, fabulous product. But, you know, I noticed Amy is partaking in one of her favorite pastimes. Amy Morrison is in bed and on the phone.
This is what I love.
Sounded terrible. I didn't mean
Not
it
that
like
kind of phone call. But how many of us, you know, I love to talk to my mother in the mornings. Every morning my mother and I talk over coffee, right? Oh, it's my mom.
It's a robot, Aim. Don't answer it.
Okay, let's see here.
Block him, Aim. Block him.
You can block that call.
Can I tell you something? When was the last time I held onto a real phone?
Doesn't it feel good?
It feels really good. I don't even know how to answer it. But I mean, think about it. When was the last time you had a real phone? Not your cell phone where it eats up all the battery and you're like, oh, wait a minute, I got to charge it in. I only have 1% left.
Yeah.
You know, that's what used to happen to me. I'd always be like, Mom, I have to call you back. I forgot to charge my phone that night. My phone is dead. I got to recharge it before I go to work.
Yeah.
Right? These are always charged up. They're always ready for you. So again, your cell phone can run through this?
Yes, yes, it's crazy.
How do I, wait a minute, how do I get my cell phone to hook up to this?
Come
We'll show
over.
you,
We'll
Amy.
show you, we'll show you. You're gonna love this. Because Aim, honestly, this is gonna be so good for you because you and I are on the phone the whole time.
I mean, from morning till night, whether it's work, and I'll tell you, look at the
I
pink.
told you she'd love the pink.
Shiny.
And wait a minute, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 phones.
Five.
Yep.
Now, what if this one goes to this charger?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Or this one to this charger?
No, good game. It's like you're in Vegas again.
Yeah. You know what's also great about it? So we can link your cell phone to this, but your
Yeah.
husband's as well. So you're on the phone with your mom. He could be on the phone with work. And you know who could be
No
on the
way.
third line? Your son. It actually becomes a 3-line
help us
phone
all.
in your
Yeah,
house.
no, put Steven's phone back. No, there's no. So really, so everybody's phone can attach to a different one?
You can attach 2 cell phones, but then remember you have your landline connected too. So now it's just your 3-line set
What
in
if
the
I don't
house.
have a landline?
I don't. And you
I
know,
don't
so
either.
I just use it for my cell
Doesn't
phone.
matter. You use it for your cell phone.
This is so, there's not another phone out there I've seen that can do anything like
Do you
this.
have dead zones with your cell phone?
All the time, the right side of my house. As soon as I walk past
Amy,
that
can you
kitchen,
hear me? Can you hear
do
me?
it all the time.
All the time.
And
So
I'm
you
like,
know
I'm
what
here,
you do?
Adam. I'm here. He's
Go
like,
outside, Amy. Wave it around.
Leg up,
and
arm
half the
out.
time, I'm like, hold on, I'm walking to that side of the house. What, do you hear me now?
This is every
Right?
day.
So you know what you do? You leave your base station on the good side, and when
Okay.
your cell phone's in that good side of the house,
Yeah.
you're always gonna have that great reception because now the phone system is gonna carry it to the bad side with better DECT technology.
That is so,
Amy.
we all have a dead spot. You have a dead spot too.
I have lots of dead spots. dead brain cells. I think
This
it's
is
because,
gorgeous.
Would you model it for us for a second?
It's rose gold.
You see, rose gold for the
everything
I think
beauty.
it's
rose gold.
rose gold.
It
This
is.
I don't see copper. I see rose gold, ladies.
See, my
that.
sister's a blue girl. She would
I'm all
love
about
this.
the rose gold. Rose gold is huge in home right now.
Everybody wants rose, which is why we ordered it in the deepest quantity tonight. If you want
Yeah,
the
call it-
rose gold, which is called copper in the system, we are now down to less than 800. So final 800. Should we go to the phones?
What about, you know, everybody calls for money for, you know, to raise for whether you're
Sure, a
Republican or
campaign.
I
Democrat.
apologize for that.
The campaign.
It's a
Will
side
that
job.
get rid of those calls?
It will pre-screen them so they do not even ring the house anymore.
No way.
Isn't that great?
You don't have to suffer with that.
Because sometimes you give money once and that's it. You're on a list and you're
Not even give money once. If you just answer the phone once and you're like, hello, hello, that computer on the other end is accounting for, that's a live phone number. There are people on the other line. So guess what? That money, that phone number has value.
Yes, but not anymore.
What do you mean has value?
Because if
They know you'll answer.
Exactly. They know it's a house. It's not just, you know, some
It's like, hey,
arbitrary-
this Amy, she answers the phone. Let's keep calling her.
Exactly.
That's
We'll get
what
her
you
one
call,
day.
I'm answering. You
Yes,
got
it is.
business to do.
And that's
Okay.
just where they do pry on us. This
So,
blocks us.
Let's just recap for a second, because we have 4 minutes left.
Oh, okay.
No, Amy's made some brilliant points. Bill's made some good points. And you've made the best points. Thank you so much for joining us on Facebook Live. Guys, this is not just an amazing set of 5 phones. It has call blocker built in, and it's a $100 feature. Normally we sell call blockers, you've seen them by themselves. It's included, it's built into the technology, so no more nuisance calls, robocalls, soliciting calls, worrisome scam calls. We are able to block them. It's included at no extra cost or charge. Also included is technology that allows you to connect to your cell phone. So when your cell phone rings, your home phone rings. No more searching around, where's my cell phone? No more answering the phone on your cell phone. You can answer it on this. It's easier, it's nicer, it's more comfortable, it's more enjoyable. Pink is now overtaken the blue, or should I say the copper's overtaken the blue, probably because Amy's now modeled it. So if you do want this color, you'd have to start running to the phones. I want to go to Jeanette. Is it Jeanette in Alabama? Jeanette, welcome to the show. You're with Amy, Adam, and Bill. How are you tonight? Oh, no, we lost Jeanette.
Sorry, Jeanette.
We were yabbering on. I'm sorry, Jeanette. Thank you, though, for shopping with us. We appreciate
Enjoy the
you.
phones.
What's Amy doing? Oh, look, that's the robot, Aim.
See, she's making friends with the robocalls.
She's a friendly person. I told you.
Shiny.
Look at him. He's pretty fancy.
He's fancy schmancy. The best-selling toy of Christmas in July, that one, Aim.
Look at him.
She's speechless.
Now we know where Steven gets it.
Okay, 3 minutes left or so.
I heard that.
Sorry, was that out loud? Can I show you a few more quick demos?
Please.
So it's going to improve the quality of your landline connection, which is great. It's going to get rid of those robocalls, which we can all be very grateful for. And it's simple to do, because if it was too complicated, it wouldn't be worth it. Then when you can connect a cell phone, whether it's 1, whether it's 2, you're taking all that cell phone connectivity and sharing it throughout the household. Adam was mentioning all the different rooms. Remember, I don't have a landline, I just have a cell phone. I don't even have a big house.
Right.
So even the fact that maybe I just need these 2, but I'm not getting those robocalls and everything, it's really phenomenal. I'm actually gonna go to the home office back here because I just wanna show you one other fun, quick demonstration. I'm here at my desk, so if I do get a cell call, I'm not gonna miss it because it'll ring through. Another time, it's like, have you ever been there where it's like, oh, I need to send that text message. I need to go back to my phone. Or what's that phone number? There's a voice assistant button right down here where I can actually hold down the button right over here. It's gonna take me to Siri or Cortana or S-Voice, and I can tell my phone, as soon as I hear the chime, call the HSNPA desk.
Calling HSNPA desk.
I don't have to dial the number. I don't have to
Right.
look up the number because I'm able to use my voice assistant in that way to place the phone number. So I'm easily connected. I can even do the same for a text message. Have you ever been there? It's like going through the calendar, like, it's my mom's birthday. So don't have the cell phone on me. I can go to my voice assistant, ask it to place that text message. There's tons of user options over here. We're going through it a lot really fast, but just remember, US-based customer support because it's AT&T, and we don't get these Today Special values with all this fun. And that's the cool part about it. It's technology, but it's fun technology and so practical.
It's the home essentials. It's the things we gotta do and gotta have, right? Speaking to our friends, family, loved ones, daughter, son, this makes it more enjoyable without the crackle, the interference, the bad battery life. If you were ever gonna do it, today would be your day. 90% sold out, officially limited quantity. Please remember these words. The rose gold in the system is copper. So when you call to order, it's called copper. And of course we have blue. We did get a question about different ringtones. Bill, are there different ones?
There are a few varieties of ringtones. You just go into your settings, and remember, ringers right over here, and you can pick the ringer that you want, a home volume, home cell ringtone. You can have a different ringtone for your cell phone, which is important too.
Fantastic.
So if it rings, a chirp, it's like, that's the cell phone.
Right.
So it's definitely customizable. That's why get it home, play with it. If you don't like it, you can send it back, but you're gonna love not having those robocalls come through.
And I love that these have got personality. It's not the same old, you know? Okay, guys, I'm gonna hide one part of what I'm about to show you. In fact, producer Steve, don't do it. Guys, we have a surprise, one of 2 surprises coming up at 10 p.m. Many of you recognize Fix Me Stick. Folks, it's retiring. It is going away. This version of Fix Me Stick will be retired. To go out with a bang, we're gonna include an extra goodie and bonus. What is it? This is gonna make your 15-year-old PC run like new. On the way next, the debut of Legacy Box, forever made simple, with the founder right after this.
We use goat milk because we had it, and that's how our company started.